So the road across there to Glendale, just wondering whether I go that way now or in a little while. At the end is Niest Point, which can be absolutely manic with cars and visitors. Just wondering whether the clouds are going to... Let's have a look at the weather. Is it going to improve the weather? Or maybe that's the answer. Because I'd rather go there in good light. Now there's the road to Glendale there. Let's go a little bit further and make a decision by looking at the weather radar, weather app. See if I can shine a light on the light. Let's just pop into this car park. Have a quick scan of the weather app, and then we'll know. So we're twisting around the back of Lock Dunvegan to head to Glendale and then to Niest Point. So there's a little bit of a side road here, shortcut, long cut, but no. Wherever I'm going, it's all rather nice. Tide bed and breakfast. It's quite nice. This. It's beautiful. I think that's the rear of Dunvegan, Lock Dunvegan. Got its own little islands. And this flowing community of little cottages all the way along. Wonderful. Now just up here there is a spot where I've taken a short stroll before to the waterside, and I remember seeing quite a few seals. I believe there's quite a large population of seals. I'm not sure what sort of seals, but seals in Loch Dunvegan. So there are seal boat trips you can take from the castle, or you can just quietly, and I mean very quietly, get to the loch side up here and take a look. And if you keep quiet, when you don't have noisy family of young children, then you should see some. But I'm not guaranteeing it, guys. So this peninsula I'm on now, this is Durnish. The peninsula last night was the Watternish Peninsula, where I went to the end to the church. So this is Durnish, and I'm heading to the point at the end, Niest Point. Folk Museum looks popular. And to the left here is the Three Chimneys restaurant, I believe. I think that was the Three Chimneys restaurant. Actually, I'm not sure if that was the Three Chimneys restaurant. Apparently it's a very nice one, but again, not open today. Colbost Jetty is where I saw, or to the left of Colbost Jetty, down there. Oop, come on, handbrake. Yeah, just on that island there were seals, and quite a few of them swimming. It was very nice, very pleasant down there. Let's carry on. Superb views across there, really wonderful. Right, so I'm going to keep going to the left here towards Glendale, or another restaurant I was thinking about going to, and it's closed tonight, last night, called the Red Roof. and it used to be a daytime cafe, and it was brilliant as a cafe. Did these amazing cheese scones, absolutely delicious they were. But it now no longer does lunchtimes, it just does evenings. I think Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays and Saturday nights, not Mondays, not Sundays. So not a lot of good for me. So this is one of the problems with Niest Point. Seems that Johnny everybody knows about it. One would think that it'd be one of those remote places that nobody ever goes to, but no, everyone has to go, including Mr. Campervan here. Oh, you've seen me, thank you very much. Thank you, cheers, very kind of you. We're staying there. Maybe he didn't see me, maybe he just decided to look at the view. What a splendid view though. This is the Glendale Centre. It's got a tiny shop, Glendale stores, and a cafe. I've not tried that cafe, but maybe on the way back I might sneak a cup of tea. Quite pleasant. We'll see. I don't really need one at the moment. Trouble is, I like trying every cafe. There's only so many cups of tea and coffee one can have in a day. I've had 2 coffees. I think that's enough coffee. A cup of tea might be okay. This is typical northwest of Scotland views. Look at that. Niest Point left here. Wonderful. No need for a mower. Sheep do it for you. It's a bit of a rough road. Surface isn't good. And this bit, yes, not too wide. So hence why I'm going slowly. In case something appears the other way. Oh, we're in luck. The sun is beautiful. The problem with a dead end road like this one is and the chaotic traffic at the end that I'm predicting will be there, tourisms, load of chaotic hire cars, and me on a bike. I'm just hoping that it won't be too difficult to turn around. Can't remember the name of the cliffs just in front, but I think they're the highest on Skye, at over 300 metres. That's a lot of cliff. I may be wrong. I'll check out the height on the Ordnance Survey map and stick it up here in metres. Probably 300 feet though. No, it's got to be 300 metres, isn't it? Ugh. Well, I have to say, this has all changed. Lots of parking here now. Oh my god, just more and more people. Used to be like 10 spaces at the end when I recently came here. Nowhere at the end for motorbikes. Oh, little place open that. Well, that'll do nicely, thank you. Ha ha ha. So I think I made quite a good choice there of going when I did, because the weather app showed sunshine only for about an hour or so, and it was right. It seems to have gone grey again, which is a shame. It's getting a bit hot actually. So I'm quite glad to get back on the bike and get a bit of breeze blowing through the jacket vents. I'm hoping this car stays in front because it can make its way up that rather tricky bit for me. Don't think they know which way to go, that car. Oh well, there we go. Want me to go by. Oh well, there goes that plan. It's only this little bit now coming up that's tricky. Oh, not too bad, just there. Made it! I decided to go down to this little jetty. I'll put the jetty name up on the screen once I've looked at the Ordnance Survey map, editing. It looks very nice, as long as I'm okay to turn the bike around. Should be okay. Bit of a dead end, of course. Of course, I say of course, it's a dead end. Not of course, it's just a dead end. Right, anyway. It's quite a place. Errant cow. I think it must have escaped. Or maybe not, there's a few up here that have escaped then. That's a very photogenic view. I don't think I'll do anything particularly here. I'll just have a look, turn around, head back. Be a sort of place to stop and read a novel, maybe. Or have a picnic and do nothing. Oh, it's gone in neutral. Don't know how I did that. Go over here. Oh, it's bumpy. Gravelly. Well, this is a wonderful spot, isn't it? Old anchor chain and anchor. It looks like a floating jetty that's they've been washed up or put together ready to go somewhere. Maybe it should go over there somewhere. This is lovely here. The cow's having a good old scratch. Nice itching post, especially for it. Back through Glendale. The little calf does look very attractive, but I can't fit any more T's in. However much I'd love to stop there, which would be great. Another time. There's always many good reasons to come back to places like this. Cafes is one, even if they don't open till after 10 or 11 or whatever, or even midday, or at all on wrong days. Still a good reason to come back. And so many more roads and points and views to see and check out. Especially if you're on foot. It's just endless. Whoops. In the wrong gear there. Stuck behind a motorhome. Spoiling the view a bit. But never mind. Not that I'm in a hurry. Just spoiling the view. Feels like there's quite a good breeze at the moment. In some ways that's quite good because there was no breeze last night when I got back to the tent and the little bitey midges were around, which meant I couldn't really sit outside of the tent. Okay, it was late at night, after 10, but even so, the sun doesn't set here until 20 past 10 this evening, so it would be nice to be able to sit outside the tent when I get back later. Bit of a breeze will help that, because the midges can't fly in wind over 4 miles per hour. So in sheltered spots or when there's no wind at all, it puts paid to it. Thank you. Back in Dunvegan. Right, so we can get some petrol. Get a full tank of motion lotion. And we'll be there. Right, I'm in the heart of Dunvegan now. And a few cafes here, by the looks of it. Anyway, so I'm heading up towards the castle, which I've been looked round before, so I'm not going to look round it. A bit late for that anyway. But an interesting comment regarding the super moto vlogger, the Missington Flyer. He published last week. It won't be last week when you're viewing this, viewer. This could be Christmas, but last week, it is July. His trip up onto Skye. He spent a day whizzing around Skye, and he headed towards the castle, hoping to get a view of it. But you don't see the castle along here unless you pay to go in. But if you go a bit further, you can see the castle, because I've been there and done that and taken a photo. I shouldn't be critical, should I? Because he's the top vlogger for motorbikes. Probably, you know, out of everybody. Does a brilliant job. Really interesting videos. Normally watch them through to the end. Very successful. Really enjoyable to watch. So, oh, worship the man. Right, let's carry on. Let's find this view. Well, it says private there now. You used to be able to walk up there. Beware of the bull. Oh dear. Not very friendly, is it? Anyway, let's keep going. Now, at the moment, I'm not wild camping. I'm camping in a camping and carrying club site with lovely toilets and showers. Where I could have, you can legally wild camp in Scotland, and this is one of the places I did consider for wild camping. But because I love having a nice shower and I like a proper toilet, well, in fact, I really don't want to be, you know what, outside. Not good. But the thought of wild camping is quite cool. Not because it saves money, but because it's somewhere different and you can get the view you want. So let's have a look here. See if we can see the castle. Yep, there's the castle. Let me just pull over there and then we'll get a photo. Well, that was cool. Got the drone out actually, so all being well, the images will appear now. So it was quite a good way of getting a view of the castle that one would never normally get. Although with the commonness, what's the English term? Becoming all too common drone toys for such people like me, it'll become more and more a view that's seen. Still good. And whether it's better than the still image taken from the hard ground near the bike, I don't know. Anyway, super evening. Back into Dunvegan. A few choices to eat today. I don't think I'll come back here. Don't think there's anywhere particularly special. Now, do I go to the inn in Edinburgh near the campsite, or do I go back to where I was last night? Okay, the last night, be alright for fish and chips. Oh, it's a good graveyard. Oh yes, I've taken photos there before. Most photogenic. Because I could sit by the loch, relax, have a drink. Maybe, I don't know what time they start serving food. Probably 6 o'clock. Well, it's coming up for 5 o'clock now, so could do that, couldn't I? Just be patient. Quite fancy that, sitting by the loch, eat outside, and unless the midges are out, of course, need to be cognizant of that. Decisions. Little glimpse of sun. I'm just heading into Waternish a little bit. But I'm not going to stop here and go to the Stein Inn after all. I've decided I am going to try the Edinburgh Inn. It may not be by the waterside, which I do find appealing, but something different